Hello, welcome to Dundrol's podcast. I'm your host, Justin. For this review for The Nightmare Before Christmas, we'll be playing Digimon World 3, right? And this movie is directed by Henry Selick, which I thought this was a Tim Burton movie. Apparently, he produced the film, and he helped screenwrite it with Caroline Thompson and Michael McDowell, the novelist. Huh. I thought, isn't there a famous actor named Michael McDowell, or I'm thinking of somebody else? So the film stars, it's like a claymation kind of animated film. You have Danny Elfman, who did the music for this movie, voices Beryl, Chris Sarandon as Jack Skellington, Catherine O'Hara as Sally, Ken Page as Oogie Boogie, Henry Hickey as Evil Scientist, Glenn Shaddix as Mayor. I think that's the guy from Beetlejuice. You have Paul Reubens as Locke, Greg Proops as Devil, Carmen Twilly as Man Under the Stairs, Randy Crenshaw as Behemoth, Glenn Walters as Wolfman, and you just got random voice actors, right? And Ed Ivory as Santa, or Santa Claus as they call him in the film. So this movie is like an hour and 16 minutes. It was released by Walt Disney. I gotta be honest, people. I never grew up with this film, right? I never grew up with it, right? I never saw it as a kid. My first, I had heard of this movie, but, my first, introduction was of this film was through which people are going to find this hard to believe, but, my first introduction to this movie was from the Kingdom Hearts games, specifically Kingdom Hearts 2, then 1, because I played Kingdom Hearts 2 first, and then I played 1 later. My cousins had it, and I didn't I didn't like Kingdom Hearts 1 at first, but I kind of grew to like it, right? So I gotta say, I am not a huge fan of this movie. I know that's gonna shock people. I thought the music was good. The songs are great in the movie, right? Especially I like the songs by the 3 trick-or-treater kids, right? Which, if people don't know what the story for this film is, basically, you get some narration in the movie about, where do, holidays come from, and then, there's this world, these connected worlds through doors that lead to different holidays, worlds that are all center around a specific holiday. So Jack Skellington is from Halloween Town, where you would think every day would be Halloween, because it's you have all the creepy monsters and stuff, but they celebrate Halloween every year, with mucho gusto. Because I guess when you only have one holiday you celebrate a year, you're gonna put everything into it, right? And Jack Skellington is considered the king of the Pumpkin King, he's the leader of the people of Halloween Town, even though he's not the mayor, right? There's a mayor, right? So you would think he would be the leader, but whatever, right? It is what it is. So, he has a pet dog, which is a ghost dog named Zero, who has, a shiny red nose. What you expect to happen does happen, alright? And, he's kind of getting bored celebrating Christmas every year, and, after singing a song, right, in the graveyard. He gets lost in the forest, right? And people start to freak out that he's gone missing, right? Because he's the leader of Halloween Town, right? And he finds these magic doors that lead to different worlds, right? Which is different holidays. And he finds Halloween Town. He finds not Halloween Town. He finds Christmas Town. Goes in there, sees all the toys, all the happiness, all the Christmas lights and decorations and everything. And he's enamored with Christmas, right? So he goes back to Halloween Town, and he goes back to Halloween Town and has his the residents of Halloween Town focus on getting ready to celebrate Christmas instead of Halloween, right? And what ends up happening, he becomes the Santa Claus of this Halloween Town, right? Who should we get? Panama? Yeah, let's bring Panama. I'm just gonna change the Digivolution. Let's get rid of him. Male Talisman, okay. Oh, let's load techniques. Oh, I can only do 3. Fucking. So yeah, he has the henchman of Oogie Boogie, who is this boogeyman of the Halloween Town, which are these 3 trick-or-treater kids. One's a witch, one's a skeleton, dressed like a skeleton, one's dressed up like the devil, and they go on. Jack sends them on a quest to kidnap Santa Claus so he could be Santa Claus so he can be the Santa Claus that year, right, and deliver all the toys. The problem is, when he goes to do that, all the toys are made by these by the psychopathic residents of Halloween Town. So the toys they make not only are super scary and creepy, right? But they also come alive and try to attack. Well, they attack the kids and their families, right? So what ends up happening is the people of Christmas Town go on, or children of the world, whatever, people of the world, turn on Jack Skellington, realize he's an imposter, right? And they attack him and shoot him out of the sky, right? Which, there was an earlier scene where they almost didn't do Christmas because there was a massive fog, right? And the reindeer couldn't see anything, but obviously Zero with his shiny red nose leads the pack of flying skeleton reindeer, right? Also, there's a subplot with the Sally girl who's trying to kill, who is this Frankenstein creation made by this Dr. Frankenstein character. I forget his name. He's just titled the evil scientist on Bing, right? So he's the creator of Sally, right? And Sally's constantly trying to kill him with poison because he's very overprotective of Sally, right? So Sally kind of knows that this was a bad idea, right? And tries to rescue Santa Claus from Oogie Boogie, right? Because once the kids kidnap Santa Claus, they bring Santa Claus to their boss, who wants to torture and kill Santa Claus. So Jack Skellington ends up saving. After realizing he screwed up, trying to, like, steal Christmas from Santa Claus. Well, he was just gonna take over for that 1 year, but apparently. But yeah, he rescues Santa Claus from Oogie Boogie, and like Santa Claus saves Christmas, right? And that's the end of the movie. My problem with this movie, one, it's very short, and B, they don't like establish the characters really. You just get like a song in the beginning of the movie, right? This is Halloween town or whatever. And I thought, like, this movie, my biggest problem with this movie is that it one of the reasons why it took me so long to watch this movie, because I could never fucking decide whether or not I should watch it on Halloween or Christmas. Even though it's called The Nightmare Before Christmas, it's very Halloween themed, right? Because of all the creatures and stuff, right? So it's like, yeah, that's the problem. B, this feels like, like a sequel to like a movie that we never got. Like, this would have been better if we had just got like a Jack Skellington movie about Halloween Town, and make that a Halloween movie, and then for the sequel we would have gone this, right? This my biggest problem with this movie. It feels like a sequel to like a movie we never got, right? So that's my biggest complaint. Like, these characters, were not established at all, right? And it kind of felt random, like that, like, this guy. We never figure out, okay, why is this guy, like, bored with Halloween, right? Yeah, so yeah, that's my problem with the movie, right? But aesthetically, the movie looks great. Great character design, great music by Danny Elfman, right? With Danny Elfman's music is fantastic, right? It's like it's like there's only so many ways to say, yeah, the movie's good when it comes to the aesthetics and the music, but when it comes to the storytelling, I felt like, it's the thing where it's kind of like, this movie's a lot like Skyrim, where it has the width of an ocean but the depth of a puddle, where the movie looks great, but like there's not a lot of depth with the characters and everything. Yeah, I felt like, yeah, I would have preferred, like, if we had like if we had like gone like a movie where it's just these characters on Halloween or whatever, like their daily lives, and then we get the sequel where they're celebrating Christmas or whatever. Kind of like the Beauty and the Beast Disney movie, where they made a sequel where it's like where they celebrate Christmas, and like the Beast is a Scrooge that doesn't want to celebrate Christmas. Even though like that movie doesn't really make a lot of sense, because like, shouldn't the Beast be like, human in that movie? Because didn't he turn human at the end of the Beauty and the Beast? But whatever, right? So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to give this movie a rating, because a lot of people love this movie, but I personally found it kind of boring, especially near the end. So yeah, if I were to give this movie a rating, man, it's kind of the thing where I should, because I've always been one of those critics that say, like, you really, yeah, you can have a personal opinion of a movie, but really critics should, like, review movies not based on their personal opinions, but, yeah, give your personal opinions, but at the same time, you should rate the movie based on people's, like, based on whether or not, like, the masses would enjoy a movie, right? So I think, obviously, a lot of people love this movie. It has, like, an 8 out of 10 online, but personally, the movie is, like, a 6 out of 10 for me. But, like, I can see a lot of people loving this movie, which a lot of people do love this movie, so, yeah, I get, we'll, like, we'll, like, meet halfway and say I give it like a 7 out of 10, but really I feel like the movie visually is great music, but like characters not, not, very developed, and I know I'm being a dead horse, but I would love to see a movie, like a sequel to this that has nothing to do with Christmas. It's just them hanging out and doing Halloween stuff. That to me would have been a better movie, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, that's it for this review, guys. What we're going to review next, I don't know. Maybe Harold. You know what? Let's do a family movie. We're gonna do Deck the Halls, which is a 2006 film with Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito. Which I've seen glimpses of that movie. I never watched the whole thing. So I don't know. I've heard it's good. I don't know. Isn't Matthew Broderick married to Jamie Lee Curtis in that movie? Isn't she a decade older than him? I don't fucking know. Jamie Lee Curtis is in that movie, right? I can't remember. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I'm thinking Christmas with the Crumps, right? I can't remember. Yeah, I think it is. Because Deck the Halls is about the two families that are trying to one-up each other on Christmas, and Christmas with the Crumps are about the Christmas. It's about a family who usually celebrates Christmas the hardest, who decide not to celebrate Christmas that year because their kid's not coming over or some shit. Yeah, so that's it for this review, guys. Yeah. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention this, but I kind of want to do a shout out for my boy. Not only Hollywood, he did a fucking hilarious review of No Time to Die, the latest James Bond movie, which I personally enjoyed the film. I liked it, but he fucking hated that movie and was utterly savage. So go check out Not Only Hollywood's review, which is only I think 5 minutes, which is the longest review I think he's ever done. Most of his reviews are super short, which are the complete his reviews are basically the complete opposite of mine. Right, but I don't know. I enjoy his reviews, man. Yeah, and he puts them out I think daily, right? Yeah, so that's it for this review, guys. And yeah, we're gonna review Deck the Halls. If there's any more, I don't really have any more animated films that I'm planning on review other than South Park, but that's not an animated film. So if you guys have any Christmas animated films you want me to check out, let me know, and if I can find it, I'll review it, right?